Good day, my friends. Today we are discussing the most important skill in Fortnite Zero Build, and that is positioning. Positioning is often the determining factor in winning fights and consistently surviving in Zero Build. It's also what typically sets a good player apart from a great player. And that's because positioning has a lot of levels to it, and it's very complex and difficult to master. But today, I'm gonna try to package positioning into a nice little box for you with a pretty little bow so that you can master it as well. I'm gonna do my best to explain all the things you need to think about when it comes to positioning, and then I'm going to take you behind the scenes into a live Shinobi Master training and give you a demo on positioning tactics. So let's get into it. So a very important thing to understand about positioning is that it's an active thing. You don't just achieve a great position and you hold it down. No, you are always reevaluating your own position and your enemy's positions to try to create the best positional advantage. And that's really what makes it so complex. So let's try to make it simple for you and break down the absolute fundamentals that you need to consider when choosing your position. Number one, you've got to consider the enemy location. You've got to know where your enemy is, or you have to make your best guess assumptions before taking a position. Number two, you've always got to consider your teammates' locations as well. If you're playing in team modes, good positioning always accounts for your teammates and what angles they have and what kind of support they can offer you. Number three, and often overlooked, is the storm safe zone location. You've always got to be taking into account where the storm safe zone is and where the best position in the safe zone currently is and where future safe zones might pull to. And number four, once you are in a position based off of your enemy location, your team location, and the safe zone circle, you've got to start creating advantages. Advantages can be things like high ground, good cover with a right shoulder peak, so it's very hard for your enemy to hit you while they're out in the open. Also taking away your enemy's advantages and creating disadvantages for your enemies so that they're in a tough spot and can't really fight you easily. You've also got things like the element of surprise, and then last but definitely not least, utility. Utility is incredibly important for creating advantages. Things like porta bunkers, porta bushes, shockwaves, other mobility items, etc. And then number five, you've got to have options for engagement. This is your next move and backup plans as well. Because as we all know, things rarely go perfectly according to plan. And if you've created backup plans ahead of time, you are already a step ahead of your enemies. It's as Thomas Edison once said, "Good fortune comes when opportunity meets with planning." All right, I hope that was helpful. I want you to be considering all this stuff when you're watching the gameplay. I'm also gonna walk you through it. We're gonna go into a live Shinobi Masters training, and I'm gonna walk through my positioning and my thought process with my team in an end game situation. So we're gonna go through a bunch of end games of trios, and we're gonna be talking about this stuff while we're kind of in the quote unquote frying pan, right? Where things are moving fast, there's enemies all around us, and we've gotta continue to find the best positions possible and create advantages on the fly. So let's get into it. When we consider positioning, we're considering five main things: enemy location, team location, storm, our advantages that we can create, and the options for engagement, which would be like the backup plan, your next move, and all that. So right now we're trying to spot enemies, and we're thinking about safe zones. So I know my teammates are with me, and I'm thinking about the safe zone, and I'm also thinking about my enemies. I'm assuming that there's going to be guys here. I don't want to go into the middle of town because I don't want multiple angles looking at us. So instead I'm going to rotate down here to the left, check for any enemies, and we're going to go all the way around here. Okay, new safe zone. So safe zone, enemies, team is with me. Safe zone right here. This is looking like our next point to move to. And now when we get here, we need to create an advantage. Thinking about enemies, don't see any. We need to get to high ground. High ground is always advantageous. When you can get it, try to take it. As long as it's over 10 meters. This makes you miss chapter 6 movement. So enemy up here possibly, enemy over here. So we're taking shots from a safe zone and we're looking for enemies. Gotta be getting off this, so now we just... all of our team is with us, we all have the same angle. So in a mid-game like this, all being together isn't that advantageous, but if there's a lot of teams up, you gotta be careful, and you probably wanna stick together. So we're gonna rotate right, try to stay ahead of zone. Come.
Why right?
Yep.
Oh, because of the zone,
Because zone, yep. So now we look for enemies. We have zone. We need to be careful of our enemies. Our teammates are with us. Okay, we all have the same angles. And now we are breaking this tree. Let's break this tree. This is the advantage we're creating, is this angle right here. Everyone's running to zone, and they're all too late. Okay, we got another enemy over there. We're just outside. We're gonna move again. The advantage we're creating is that we're backside a circle. There's no one behind us. And we are teaming together for multiple firepower. Watch this back push. We are still in zone and they are not. So this is bad for them. I don't think they're in zone. These guys might be on zone. So looking for my teammates right now. I have one with me. And where's my other? River's down there. Okay. So this is easy right now. Still checking zone. We're still in zone. We're chilling. We got the best positioning in this zone right now, pretty much. They're fighting over there, and we have a massive advantage. But they are still in, it looks like, on the front deck. Other than that, so now we're going to create an advantage by opening up these walls. And now they have nowhere to go but that bush. And that's it.
Wow. Nice.
So you can see how important the zone is right there, like just setting up in zone, and also knowing where your enemies are the entire time. Just figuring out where your enemies are, where your teammates are as well, and where the zone is. And then after that, once you're in the position, you can start figuring out ways to gain advantages, which is usually going to come with utility use, or high ground, or, you know, unique angles, that sort of thing, or breaking other people's cover. Taking away their cover, basically taking away advantages can be an advantage for you. So either create the advantage yourself with like good angles or high ground, or you take away their advantages by, say, breaking structures and that sort of thing. We're going to land, let's go over here, this barn. This is kind of a sketchy spot to land, but I think that'll be a good thing.
Why?
Why? Is it sketchy?
Yeah, both. Like, why?
Yeah, why is it sketchy? Is because it's kind of central, and it doesn't have great options for rotation. If you look around it, there's big open spaces, which is dangerous.
Yeah.
So if you were to land smart, you would land, you know, with a more advantageous position where you can rotate out easier. So, but that's good. We need to be thinking about our rotations right now. So look at zone. Everyone else is fighting. We hear gunshots out this way, so we know enemies are there. Now we need to be looking. We can use this mountain for cover, but we want to make sure no one's on the top of this. Best position for us right now is up here. If we can get to the top of this hill and put a bunker down. I don't know why that marker is off. Okay, so right now we can throw a bunker down right here. Oh, that'll work. Oh, these bunkers are bugged. Or just mute me in game. Okay, so now we're still in a good position. Now we need to find our enemies before we do anything. So I think somebody's marking these people right here. We need to look to our left, look to our right, make sure no one's sneaking up the hill. Okay, I think we're looking pretty good right now. So now we're thinking about what position, the position we're in, how can we create advantages? We already have high ground. Advantage would be doing damage on these guys right now, getting them nice and hurt so that when they rotate through, they're gonna be struggling. We're gonna break this tree ahead of time down here, because that's going to create another advantage where they have no cover to rotate to. Keep breaking, yep. There we go. Now we have a massive advantage when these guys try to rotate out. Now we think about zone. Okay, we look at zone again. We look at our teammates. We're all together. Look at zone, guys. Look at zone. Backside of zone right here is best position. Why? Because that's dead side. Dead side meaning there's not going to be a lot of players up there. There's not going to be anyone rotating from that side. So we're going to actually cut far right here. Come with me, come with me. Far right, we're moving quick. We're going backside because no one's going to be behind us. All of our enemies are in front of us at this point. Okay, once we get in, we're going to throw down a piece of cover. We're actually not going to waste that. We're going to use our bush right here. This is a very nice position right now. If somebody starts shooting us, we need to throw a bunker down. Okay, so these guys up here probably have best position in zone. Oh, we got to go a full crossing. Enemies ahead of us, we're going to weaken them up, but we need to be focusing on here because this is best position right now. And we need to get them off of height, really. We have to get them out of position. So start climbing this with me. Okay, we got one down. So we have to basically eliminate these players to get through this area right now because their positioning is too good that it makes it very, very difficult for us to rotate given that we have no mobility. At least I don't.
So, like some players would maybe challenge that with like long range aim duel, so you really want to just like go in there and just like take
it's kind of like one of those things like you have to go through them. There's no going around them. And now we have to just work together as a team. Okay, we're gonna keep throwing bunkers out. We have to get to zone, I can't heal. There we go. And right now we're figuring out where all of our enemies are. We are not focusing too hard on anything else. We need to where our teammates are. Our teammates on the roof, help. Nice. And our enemies are coming in right here. Zone is important, and we win this.
That's crazy.
So you notice right there, it's like the target acquisition wasn't like, hey, let's hard focus anyone. It's more like, look all around and find enemies. It's not about eliminations. It's just, getting everyone equally hurt and creating whatever advantage you can. And the advantage is the bush. The concealment right there was my main advantage. You don't want anyone in that bush. You want to like basically keep a nice radius off that bush because everyone else is struggling. They don't have concealment, and we did.
Would you say that you would focus the people who were getting near your bush? Like, oh, there
yes,
are players
absolutely,
in the front.
If somebody starts, you saw me switch targets a couple times to people that looked like they were jumping in the bush. Like I'm trying to help teammates. Like, so we find enemies, we find our teammates, and then we focus on creating that advantage and taking away advantages from our enemies. The advantage that the enemy could have would be jumping in the bush with me and creating an equal footing. And we want to not allow them to do that. Teammates, enemy zone, we're all together. We got to get down here safely. We can throw a bush down. Oh, we can jump into this bush. I think we can jump into this bush. That is incorrect. You cannot jump into creative bushes. All right, don't do that. This little spot. Okay, we got no mobility. We've got enemies to our left over here. Looking to our right. Teammates are all with us, yeah. Okay, I have not found my third. There we go, yeah, Shinobi's with us. Okay, enemy fire. I'm getting in a bush for an advantage, breaking this tree. I have concealment, and if these guys are on roof, they have high ground, but they don't have concealment. I have bunkers. If I start getting lit up, I'm gonna start putting down those bunkers. I'm getting some heals. Okay, looking at zone and looking at enemy. Okay, we're doing enough damage right now, right? So this is the key, right? We did enough damage right there that we can probably push up. This guy right here is the problem, if he's looking at us. Okay, so see, that's just like keeping people off. Now we can move forward. Come with me, come with me. We got concealment, they don't, so this is our advantage. We're gonna throw a bunker right here to break angles, and actually we don't have chapter 6 movement, so I can't climb that. We gotta fight this team because we don't have movement to get past them. So what I'm trying to do is create advantages in my position. And I can't find any right now without can't safely go up there. So I'm gonna go ahead and break this just to see what's going on. We have to know where our enemies are. We're gonna walk out of here. This isn't good. So, oh, Sentry's down. Okay, yeah, stay with me, Ace. Come with me, Ace. Follow me, follow me. Okay, right now, this is actually a pretty good spot. Let's break this car so that we have more room to move. And we have to move far. So we got to get going now. So we either need to fight this team and eliminate them, which is unlikely in a 2v3. Or we rotate out. What do you have for utility? Show me. Okay. Yeah, throw one of those right there. Throw one right there. And then we go. break this wall with me. We need to get to zone. We know our enemies are behind us. Yep, there they are. Okay, we gotta keep going, keep going. We're getting jumped. Gotta throw down. Okay, play this bush, play this bush. This is a new best spot. Look at roof, look at roof. They have to move. So enemies are up here, but we're not worried about them. We are worried about them pushing our bush. Keep them out of our bush. Backing up, backing up. Oh, the drum shotgun. Keeping people out of our bush. Okay, next rotate. Thinking about next rotate. Thinking about utility. What can we pick up to create an advantage? What's our next advantage? Where are enemies? I have one bush. I have one bush.
Enemies to our left.
Yeah, I don't see anyone on right, so I think we hold this corner right here. No. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Reloading.
We're in circle. Let's throw a bush out into circle. This gives us options. We can go back to cover. Looking at this high ground team is the problem. We need to break this roof. This bush is also a problem.
Pushing up to the bush.
Yep. One's going right, far right. Is taking high ground. Is this in?
I'm going left. Push
Yeah, go. Shock with me. Ready? Get ready to shock. Ready? Up on the hill.
Yep.
Up on the hill. Go.
I'm up.
Oh, I didn't make it. I'm trying to help you. I'm watching you.
Guy in this
I'm
bush.
dead.
Yeah.
I hit the tree on my shock. GG's. So that was a fail on my part right there with the rotation. We bounced off the tree. Good old.
So they pushed your bush, and you said back it up, back it up. Is it because you didn't want them in your bubble, right? Like 50
Yeah,
meters?
exactly. Like that's just a 50-50. If somebody gets in your bush, you have no advantage. All you have is your aim and your movement, and they hit a lucky shot. It's over. So you have to keep that perimeter, right? That's the major thing with your positioning. You can't have people in your safe bubble, your 5 meter, your 10 meter bubble, right? As soon as people get into that 10 meter bubble, and you don't have like really good cover, and they have no cover, if they have equal cover to you, it's over. Your position sucks. So it's like at that point, it's just a firefight, and if you don't have the advantage with guns or, anything like that, you need to create a new advantage. So you saw I backed up, threw a new bunker down, and started looking for people scrambling. So it's like, yeah. Oh, you got ping right there. Good call. Okay. We can grief the roof really quick. Take away their height. I don't think he's on this, but... You saw somebody over there?
I don't know. I thought so.
Okay.
They're not there anymore.
Yeah, okay. So that's a maybe right there. We have to make an assumption that somebody might be on our back. Now we're looking outwards this way, looking at for movement. Because we gotta figure out where enemies are. It's very quiet. 1,000? Dang.
Yeah, I have a red X. I'm getting kicked off of me.
I had that happen a couple times to me too, so far. Okay, so we rotate backside here, and we need to what? What do we gotta do?
Know where the enemies are.
That's right. So we look for our enemies. We're trying to clear the backside of the zone right now so that we have no one behind us. And then we can really make good decisions about our positioning. Oh, gunshots from up high. Good. So we know where they are. So like sometimes it's good that they shot at us. We're like, okay, good. Know where they are. That's a good spot right there. So how do we take away that advantage? I don't know. We can try breaking this. It might be unbreakable.
Maybe can you like flank wide, like rotate around it? Behind it?
Yeah. So that opening that is good. Now they don't have as many angles. They still have a right shoulder peak on this wall. So we're gonna have to bunker up and play angles right here. Just keep cutting angles as we can, and we have to keep moving because zone is pulling far. So we're gonna play this hill to cut angles, and we're in a pretty bad spot, waiting for stamina to recover before we actually run out this open area right here. Okay, following Jason, good, and get to zone. So now we check backside, make sure no one's behind us. Oh, someone's in the bush. Look at that. Let's check bushes. That was super lucky. Sorry, Homer. Okay. Now what do we hear? We hear a lot of gunshots going off. 11 players, and they're struggling. These guys are all going to be hurt, probably. Just grief this bush right here. Zone's pulling behind us, so it's a real issue for them now. Just keep gunfire out, keep weapon damage up. Break all the walls you can. Stress them out, don't let them heal. Pause. I'm going to give you 4 ways to guarantee your improvement at Fortnite Zero Build. Now, I don't want to waste your time, so I'm going to write them down as bullet points. Go ahead and pause the video if you haven't seen these resources before. I only aim to exceed your expectations, and I won't let you down. Thanks for checking that out. Let's get back to the video. Okay, and then watch your angles on left. So that's just one team right there. They're shambles right now, so we don't have to worry too much about them. They do have to pull back to us here. Yeah, it's coming back to us. So we have big open lines of sight right here. These guys are absolutely in trouble. As long as we stay together, no one dies, we win this, 100%. It's like 0 chance of them winning the game. You heard that? 0 chance. Just don't jump off high ground. Keep your high ground. Okay, we'll drop now just to finish, and then we get back right back up. Okay, they're on this roof right here probably, or they're under. They're under. So you can see how important that zone pull was for us. Like, we got pretty lucky it pulled to us, but also we were kind of center map, so we had like the options to rotate around fairly freely, like we needed to. So center map is like good for the mid game because it allows you to rotate to those edge pulls, you know. But zone is so important. It's like what most intermediate novices get wrong, even advanced players, is they don't pay attention to storm enough at the end game. Because if they can get to safe zone early and set up, it makes the whole game like much easier. It's all about just moving to that next zone and not allowing your enemies to damage you badly while you do it. Okay, let's go here. Easy and bops. Alright, so we're looking at this team over here. We're in a bad spot. Let's get down. Get down, get down, get down, get down, get down, get down. We don't want to be up here and have 2 teams. See how we have a team on our left and our right? This is not good.
Oh, you were sandwiched.
Yep, and on height, that is not a good, no good cover here. So we need to focus one team, and we got to do it quick before the other team comes up behind us. These guys, I have 2 of them hurt over here. Keep pushing up, keep pushing up, and keep pushing up, keep pushing up. We apply heavy pressure, and we make this quick. They're hiding inside them. Okay, we lost them, that's fine. They're not in this bush? Okay, they moved out.
Yeah.
Got one. They just shocked their teammate over here, that's...
That was silly on my part. Sorry, River.
Okay, we're in, and now we're thinking about enemy, position, team. Teams all together, need to find enemies. There's probably going to be someone up there. So we can make the assumption that that's like, you know, nice high ground. So that's going to be somewhere that we need to look towards as we set up here. We're not going to get up here because we're going to get full griefed if we get up there. Careful, bop-bops. You're going to get shot from up here, or like all kinds of angles. So sometimes being on height is not good if it's not enough cover, sort of thing. Okay, we're going to move again. And best position right now that we could pull is probably golf course. Or whatever, clubhouse. So we're going to keep rotating. Looking for enemies, checking our right. This bush is looking suspect. Not really excited that I just shot those rounds, because now people are looking towards us.
Blue.
So yeah, I just kind of ruined our cover there, but that's alright. So we just need to beam one player and then we can move. Okay, they're playing safe. No one's peeking us right now, so we're actually going for risky push out here. We just keep running, keep running. Stay tight to wall, stay tight to wall, stay cut off all angles as you move. Just keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. We gotta get all the way around this. Push in zone. Petered. Nice. Somebody did not get the no repeater memo. We gotta get rid of this team on roof. Now we have to play inside, unfortunately. Can you guys get to me? I'm gonna take that shot. Just waiting for the last second here. I have no util at all. I need to find something if I can. This bunker right here? Right bunker, right bunker? Coming around on us? I think it's... we need some util. Watch this bunker ahead of me. 2v2. Got it. Careful these tires. We have to go around. We're in the open. Just let out play, hit our shots here, break on the sight. Okay, nice. Just a little bit too. Notice how my position right there, though, like, even though I'm taking storm damage, it's better than taking 100 damage from somebody looking at me a different direction. So I put my back against the wall and sat in storm to take that fight. Because the open space, like, if I sat around the corner and took that fight, I'm going to get shot by a teammate, which I thought there was, because I thought it was a 2v2. I hope that was helpful. I know there's a lot of information to take in there, and we also didn't cover everything as in depth as I wish we could have. So I am providing a document, a link down below to a document that has the 5 fundamentals to good positioning there with detailed notes so that you have kind of a checklist to cover whenever you're playing. I hope that document is helpful, and if you found the video helpful, if you liked it, please smash the like button for me to help support me and my family, and consider using code TobyWanShinobi in your Fortnite item shop. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Have yourself a wonderful day. Shinobi out.